Food Forest Update Week 6. Woohoo! I want to do a real quick video of my tomato alley. So, backyard. This is the side of the house. We don't plant anything over here. This is where the dog goes and pees and poops. So, that's all his. So, here's Tomato Alley. As you can tell, I have my net up all the way down. I have a net. And I have my tomatoes and bell peppers over here. The white stuff that you see on the plants, that is my powdered milk. I do powdered milk once a month at the end of the month. So that's what we're doing. And over here, we have tomato plants. And we have basil, lemon balm, chocolate peppermint, another tomato, tomatoes here. Also, as you can tell, I'm companion planting citronella. I have a wall of citronella behind this whole net, all the way down. There's a wall of citronella. And here's tomatoes, onions, kale. The kale just somehow got over here, so we're leaving her because she's thriving. We have marigolds planted over here. Marigolds, more basil, more citronella. And everything against the fence is a tomato or bell pepper plant. So we have like 4 different tomato plants back here. You see them in there? We have 4 different tomato plants. We have a lot of tomatoes, but it's like a lot of different ones. And then we have our basil, sweet basil, our purple basil. We have our Thai basil over there. I planted the Thai basil with the tomato. And I'm doing this so that we don't get pests. Oh, I just harvested some leeks today. And we do this so that we don't get hornworms and, all those pests on our plants without having to go with chemicals. So we're doing a lot of companion planting this year. More onions, bee balm, because, we want our pollinators. We need our pollinators, so we got to plant stuff for our pollinators. Okay, so I just wanted to show you that big, beautiful thing there. I just wanted to show you what we do as far as companion planting for our tomatoes and our bell peppers. And so, don't mind the water. I'm supposed to be getting a French drain ran because I have standing water all back here. Because Hunter Quinn, the builders for the neighborhood, they built my house at a big old slope. So that was a hill. You see where the top of that is at the back by the fence? That's where my hill started. So I get the runoff from 2 houses behind me. So I get their runoff, I got my runoff, and all of it stops right here. That's why I had this planter box built in my backyard to try to slow down some of that runoff, because if not, my porch would be overran. But we have standing water like this all throughout the backyard because Hunter Quinn did not give me a French drain. So now I got to pay to get one put in on my own dime. Yay. No. But this is my tomato. Those are my strawberries there. And we got strawberries there. This is my white grape. That is my muscadine, and we actually have muscadine grapes growing on the inside. So what we did for the outside was we put 7 dust on the outside grapes. That way the birds would peck the 7 dust and be like, ew. And that way they wouldn't go off on the inside and get the muscadine grapes on the inside. So that's what we did there. But yeah, this is the tomato wall. Tomato alley. And that's how we did it. Lots and lots of companion planting. I bought 3 citronella plants, and I let them get really, really tall. And then after they got really, really tall, I just cut them all down and replanted them in new dirt. And they're growing. I have that in Vine City. I put all of those in Vine City already. So every time the citronella gets too tall, just cut it, propagate it, toss it in a pot with some dirt, and they're good to go. So this is how my tomatoes and bell peppers are. Yes, those are banana trees behind. I have the banana trees behind them because, as you know, bananas are greedy. And so everything I have is in a pot. So that means when the rain comes, the nutrients wash out. The nutrients go in the water. They're going to actually go into the bananas. So that's why I did that like that, right by the banana trees. Let's see. This is Pepper Lane. Oh, these are blueberries with the white on it. Before we put the nets on them, the birds like decimated the blueberries. So we have to keep the nets on them because of the birds. So this is Pepper Lane. All of these are peppers, different types of peppers, all different types. Some we planted from seed, some we bought as seedlings. I'm still waiting on banana pepper to do something. I keep replanting banana pepper and she hasn't done anything, so I'm trying not to give up hope. So y'all just pray. Banana peppers are one in the yellow. But look at these peppers. Don't they look gorgeous? They're huge. Can you see it? Huge. And we have more peppers back there dangling. Let's see if you can see it. There it goes. More peppers over here. Those are shishitos. So we have lots of peppers growing. More peppers right here. Down in front. I'm leaving some of the peppers in the mud and the dirt because I want the worms to crawl up through the bottom holes before I remove them and put them back up there in Pepper Lane. Because, you know, worms are amazingly good for your plants. So these are 2 more peppers right here. I separated them so that way they can get the worms crawling up into the soil. Look, don't ask me what this. Look, I planted that ghost pepper on 330. You see that? And you see how big it is? And it's had the same opportunities everything else has had. So I have a feeling I'm going to have to redo ghost pepper. That's a cucumber right there. I'm not going to move her over to Vine City until she gets a little bit bigger. Over here, we have a jalapeno. Same thing. She's in the dirt to get the worms. We got broccoli. 2 broccolis. I don't have any heads forming yet. I'm so excited, though. Let's see. We got carrots, pomegranate tree, lettuce back there in the green. More carrots right there in that green. These is all potatoes. That's sweet potatoes, white potatoes. Do not use Dollar Tree, $1.25 grow bags. They suck. This is my ginger. I planted this on 3/10/22, and I'm not going to harvest it until the fall. I'm leaving all that ginger in there. I'm not pulling it out. As you can see, some of it's already coming up out the dirt. But if I take it out the dirt, then I won't get any more babies from those. So I'm leaving them. We got figs coming in. Can you see? We got lots of figs coming. This tree is full. Full. Look at that Japanese beetle. Think I don't see it. I'll have the kids come out and work on these later. This is different seedlings that I planted. The Benet. That's Benet. I got from a friend, Leisha. She has Kidogo Farms. So I got that from her. We got red amaranth. I'm planting some of those stardom flowers because they're good pest deterrents. We got chamomile here. We got lavender there. We got more citronella being planted because citronella is going around this whole garden. Bees don't mind citronella. Yay. We got more seedlings right there. We got beets. Look how big this sucker is. You see that? And I'm not pulling it for at least another month. I want to see how big it'll get. These are my kids' seedlings that they started. They have their own. So when they get big enough, they're doing companion planting also. And they're going to do it inside of these containers. They're companion planting when their seedlings get big enough to transplant. These are the tops to overwinter everything because the stuff that they planted is kind of perennials. So here we go. More stuff in here. More seedlings. So yeah, some of the stuff they planted are perennial, so we're just going to use those tops right there to overwinter their containers, their raised beds. That is my loofah and a taro. Don't ask me where the taro came from. I just know I got it. But that's my loofah. So she's going to go over there between those two posts. I'll probably get her fence done in the morning so I can get her moved because she has tendrils. See those tendrils? She's reaching out, so I got to hurry up and get her stuff done. Our blackberry. We've been harvesting blackberries every day now. Every day we've been harvesting. Look at those. These will be ready tomorrow. You see how red they are? They'll be black tomorrow. Got more kale back there. I have lots of lettuce planted because I tell myself, as long as my kids have lettuce and tomatoes, they'll be able to eat. These are my 2 shiso plants. You know, shiso is basically used for flavor to cook with. All of my mints, more broccoli hidden back there. More lettuce right here. Oh, no, that's peppermint over there. This is my tomatillo. I have to plant more tomatillos because tomatillos are not self-pollinating. They need another tomatillo. Brussels sprouts. Yep, I know it's time for me to stake them almost. We got onions, sorghum. All of these are butter lettuce. So what we grew our own butter lettuce from seed, and we harvested them already. And all we did was just chop it at a certain spot, stuck the bottoms back in the dirt, and they are regrowing already. They're all at different stages. That way we can eat them at different stages. This is our sage, rosemary, more sage back there, echinacea. My moringa trees are growing in beautifully. My moringa trees. This is my mullein. Mullein is an herb. That pot was supposed to be moringa. That was supposed to be moringa. I'm going to do something else with them. My radishes are already going to seed, and I'm going to let them go. I don't mind them going to seed. They're already bolting. My cilantro back there is already bolted, and I'm letting it bolt so I can get the seeds. This is my corn, elderberry. Look, I have elderberries growing. I'm so excited. This is 2 different elderberry trees because, you know, elderberries need 2 different trees to pollinate. Calendula. My oregano's already bolted, and I'm letting it. So this is wild ginger. Can you see it? I got this from a forest, woods actually, when we went on a herb walk. So I pulled it, and I had 2 of them. Planted them. One didn't survive, and one did, and it's already regrowing. That's all stevia, because my kids eat stevia like it's candy. Hyssop. This was my pink lemonade tree that I thought died. It didn't die. I don't know what it was grafted onto. I have no idea what that is. I think it's an actual lemon tree that it was grafted onto. But it's pink lemon up here and below the graft. I don't know. Kids will be doing the fruit videos. So this is my squashes and cucumbers. I'm waiting on my cucumbers to open up so I can pollinate their tails. Yeah, they're going to have sex with a Q-tip. Citronella down there that I propagated. Got basils tucked all in there for bugs and all that kind of good stuff. So this is cucumber and zucchini over here. Another blackberry over here. It's like it's full. And they're just popping, popping, popping. So this is my okras. And I already got okras growing. So yeah, look at the mud. French drain needed big time, right? It's crazy. My okras are growing. I'm trying to get you in there so you can see my okras. Can you see my okras? Can you see? I'm trying to get you. There we go. Move out the way. Okras. Yay. And companion planting, basil, citronella. I have marigolds. Companion planting. This is my eggplants, my white eggplants. They've opened up, and I've already thing on Japanese beetle, and I've already started pollinating my eggplants. they started having sex with a Q-tip. Don't tell nobody I said that. Look, Japanese beetle. We don't like those suckers. They came out for 2 months. Every year, May and June, they come out for 2 months, eat everything, and go back in the dirt. My pinto beans. See, I got pinto beans growing. These are my snap peas. The tendrils are looking out. That's why they're right by the net, so that they can grow up the net. Oh, this is more. Go away, Japanese beetle. This is more okra growing. Can you see? So okra is going to be my autistic son's job. He's going to have to come out here and pick okra every day. So as long as I give him one job and he can stick to one job, he's good. These are, these are pumpkins over here. Japanese beetles, I'm tired of them. Look at it. Look at that sucker. Go away. More stuff. This is Vine City over here. We got pumpkins, squashes that I've been pollinating with Q-tips. Our melons are over here. As you can tell, they've already started growing. They've already started opening up. I'll be out here tomorrow to pollinate because all the flowers aren't open, and I got 3 days. My window is a 3-day window to get everything pollinated, so I'm giving it one more day for more flowers to open up so I can pollinate. This is a experiment, which is actually going okay. I will let y'all know what this experiment is later, not right now. See that butterfly is confused. It doesn't know where to land because I'm companion planting and I have the smells masked so they can't lay their eggs on the stuff because they don't know what's over here because the smells are masked. That's my Georgia candy squash. These are from seed and I don't like the way they look, so I'm going to redo them. As long as I get it done before the end of May, beginning of June, I'm good. So that's what this is one of the citronellas that I propagated. You see how beautiful it is? It was like half the size when I propagated it. So that is the garden. Here's a garden update. You see this mud, right? Hunter Quinn, don't buy a house from them. They do not run French drains and they leave your backyard looking like this. See, look at that mud. Y'all don't buy Hunter Quinn house because they really don't care about you after you buy the house and you move in. They're like, oh, you bought it, I'm done. So this is all I could do because all that dang on water runoff, I thought it might divert it somehow, but it didn't. So the only thing I could do was get my back porch, when I extended it, built up so that the water wouldn't keep going on the back porch. You see how high I had it built up though? Yeah, that's how high. You see where the water's sitting? Yeah, all this over here was mud at one point. So I had to get that extended to even just do anything out here. But yeah, thanks, Hunter Quinn. We don't appreciate you. But this is it. Remember, don't buy a Hunter Quinn house. Because after you sign that, after you buy it, that's it. They don't come do anything else. But this is the garden. And I'll show y'all tomorrow after I get that net put up for the loofah. Because it's time for this loofah to get netted up. All right, bye, y'all.